Football League.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So here are the Lions now. Coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Goff. He juked him. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Goff. He'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Slaw. 61 yards. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in pass.
There he goes left side. He's to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game plan. It just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Here's 3rd and 10. Now Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Now these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 62 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive. The Bills offense headed out, and they, of course, are in their NFL rivalry-inspired uniforms. They call these the cold front, white on white. They are sharp. You're not going to find snow in Buffalo in Week 5 typically, but I tell you, the snow and the cold is such a big part of what it means to be a Bills fan and a Bills player that this uniform set really captures that idea nicely. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Allen now looks to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Has his man, it's Shakir. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Third down. Here's a run by Cook. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Was that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Allen in the offense staying put. They'll go for it on 4th. To throw, it's Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Now, James Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. They'll try and throw for it. That one out wide and intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Gibbs straight ahead. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for two. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass. Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position. And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And that's a good start right there. This game has changed pretty dramatically in the last few minutes. So now these guys are forced to play from behind here. And that's a positive first step towards claiming this lead right back.
319! Pass 85. Look out.
To the air, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, gotta love.
Alert! 180! What's up?
Allen gonna throw. And Kincaid, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Throwing now is Allen. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What
maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
10 yards to go.
Here's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
Bills 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So good field position for the Bills as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen looking on the out route. He finds Shakir. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So halftime is upon. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Allen going to run with it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the turn stops. On first and 10, here's Gibbs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Lions first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Now 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 22 yards for David Montgomery as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 8. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
Back to throw again. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
56, 56. Sub. What's that?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get it inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw. Allen. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Goff now looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Jamison Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 94 yards. And the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, up and good. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that flag accepted. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Black 20.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
A loss of a yard.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll try to do it, and he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. He knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tre'Davious White that time getting there for the loss. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit. Now, they let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Lions 56, Bills 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Yeah, they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Looking to throw. Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
24 yards. That's good for a Bills 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now he fires deep for Shakir. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Bills passing game, getting him down the field. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That's going to be caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. The Bills will again go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point.
Allen. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13.
Lions 56.
After the touchdown, 43. Out is Prater to kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Goff going to throw it. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joey Bosa gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. To throw is Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Allen. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Bills 51.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now Goff. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Hand off down to Gibbs. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. Open man, that's too small. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final plays.